So after Chainsaw, you had a film called Black Christmas, which we
With,
touched on a little bit before.
yeah. Actually I
Uh,
seen clips of it. It looks interesting. I mean, Bob Clark, directing it and
yeah, you
stuff.
had Margot Kidder,
Way before
John
Superman.
Saxon.
Yeah. John Saxon's in that too? Oh shit.
Yeah, I think I think he was a detective.
Oh.
Trying to remember it.
Yeah.
And I don't know, it's good for a watch. It's not one of my favorites, but it's good for a watch.
Oh, you seen it?
Yeah, a long time ago.
Wow.
Long time, man. Not something that I wanted to buy in my collection, but I mean, it was before Halloween, but yet you had the same type of
The first point of view, or I think, what is it, that camera, the steady cam they call that? I forgot what they call that shit, with the camera.
point of view shots.
Point of view
from
shots from the killer? Yeah.
And yeah, like, mysterious phone calls at this sort of sorority house.
Yeah. I've seen clips of it. I mean, it was nice to see Margot Kidder way before Superman, stuff like that. I guess she's playing like the lead girl, who's, I guess, in charge of the girls in the sorority or whatever, stuff like that.
Downbeat ending though.
It seemed like a movie that would have a downbeat ending. It really does. I don't know why.
I know I fucked it up because just give away the ending to people.
Yeah.
Shit. Oh, fuck it. You should have seen it before this then.
Oh, of course. I haven't seen it either, but go for it, Matt. Don't worry back.
Go for it. It's a downbeat ending. It's killer gets away, and I think the last shot is the way he kills people by putting the bag around their face, and you just see. He's a shot. God, it's been a long time, so I'm fucking it up. But yeah, it's a downbeat ending. It's worth a watch, and yeah, it's really weird that Bob Clark. He's a guy who went from Porky's and Christmas Story to films like this. Wow. And I know it's a lot of people's favorites.
Yeah. I mean, some people, they hold it in more higher regard than the remake by Glenn Morgan, the guy who did the Final Destination movies.
A lot of people do.
Yeah. I actually seen the remake first, I mean, I seen it. I mean, I don't know. It's just the idea of incest involved too much with this slasher movie. I don't know. It's just, sometimes it takes you out of it. It's like, it's just like a lazy writing. It's like, damn, I'll put that the mother had sex with the kid, and now the woman got pregnant with this other kid, and now he's like yellowish and with eyes, and just it's too much to put on the plate. Like, damn, all this technical shit. You can't just have a guy running around going and just fucking you up. That's it,
Well, you did have someone baking cookies from.
From Human Flesh. Okay, that's one good positive. That's one good note there,
But that's fine with you. The incest, that's one thing. But cookies, that's fine.
Yeah. Hey, I gotta size it up, man. I don't know.
I know. I'm just.
I know. Yeah. See. So I guess now we got Don't Open the Door. So I'm assuming right now we're going into Grindhouse world by the time I get to 75, right?
Yeah, Don't Open the Door. God, I wish I knew anything about this movie, but
me neither. So I guess we gotta skip it, and somebody else down there knows. But I do know this movie. I know I might have skipped over another one. I don't know. Okay, have you heard of Criminally Insane, Matt?
Yeah, because the sequel is called Crazy Fat Ethel 2.
Crazy Fat F. Wow, it sounds Grindhouse just by the title.
Because Criminally Insane is also known as Crazy Fat Ethel. And it's about a woman who. Her whole thing is she loves to eat.
Okay.
And now this person won't let her eat. So she goes crazy. Because they won't let her eat.
Is this like played for comedy, this movie? It sounds like a silly scenario.
No, not really.
Oh, no.
I'm the guy. I swear to God, this is not how it is. You have a fat woman who just got released, and she kills anyone who attempts her to stop eating.
Wow.
And the Crazy Fat Ethel 2 is even more low budget. Because, they took a lot of scenes from the first movie, I think. And then, the rest of the film looks like, the film quality looks like those, soap operas.
Oh, no.
Those cheap film stock in soap operas.
Oh, no. This sounds bad,
So in the sequel is, think she's at half. It sucks. I mean,
Well, pretty much. I mean, I can see you.
I just saw clips and it sucked.
Oh.
It made me go, fuck this. I'm not watching this movie.
Yeah. But now the one after this, I mean, I don't know if you've seen this one, Alice, Sweet Alice. I know this one actually had a very young Brooke Shields in this movie.
I've heard of this.
My mom actually, I think, has DVD of this. I seen it, I think, when I was about 12 on VHS tape. And folks, this movie is boring. It involves some kind of killer that what you think is a little girl doing the killing. It's actually some crazy old lady dressing up like a little girl and has characters you don't give two fucks about. I didn't give two fucks about them. And it's just a waste of a time of a movie. I don't know. Have you ever seen Alice, Sweet Alice? It's just...
I haven't seen it. I know there was at one point they were going to try to remake it.
Well,
but so is it? You said we were supposed to think it's a little girl.
Yeah, because it was. I mean, I blew it out of the water. I know, but it's
well,
not.
You know,
I mean, why not?
Out of the water.
Yeah, why not? Yeah. All right, so it's basically about these two sisters, from what I understand. One of them is a very young Brooke Shields. You know, this is way before Blue Lagoon, and so she's like maybe, I'm guessing 12 or 10 in this movie. And I guess for some reason, I guess the parents play favorites with one daughter than the other, from what I remember correctly. And one of the daughters dies. And I'm guessing from my memory of the movie, because it's just how bad it is. I blocked it out. It's just, and I guess there's somebody running around dressing like a little girl, which everyone assumes is the little girl. But the way the shots are done, it looks like it's a little girl doing it. And then we find out is some lady, I don't know, was the nanny or a friend of the family or something, dressed up. And on the end of the movie, the killer shows up at a church unmasked. The lady yelling and screaming about something, and taking a knife and stabbing the preacher of the church in the throat. For 76 is a little ballsy, but I don't know. I mean, if you guys know the film or whatever, I mean, I don't want to give the film another shot. I've seen it once, and I don't even know if it's worth making a rant about it, because I don't remember shit from the movie. All I know is when I remember it, it just was like, you know.
So really, it was just a little person.
Yeah, it was a lady, not a midget, but you know, like an old lady running around, maybe middle aged.
Did you remember why she was doing it?
Nah, it was that bad. I blocked it from the mind. I'm telling you.
So,
I don't know.
The gist of it that I got from you is you have two
little girls,
and did one of them die earlier?
Well, one of them died, from what I understand, and I guess that was the parents' favorite. So the parents are kind of like assholes in the movie, you know, the mother and the father.
So do they think it's the dead girl, or do they think it's the living girl?
They think it's the living girl doing it, because the living girl is acting weird and stuff. But it's not the living girl. It's not the little girl doing it. It's actually some lady. I don't know. I don't remember exactly why, but I don't want to see this shit again, please. All I can say is that. Yeah. I mean, if you want to give it a watch, it's up to you, bro. I mean, you know. Stuff like that. I mean, I don't know. I mean, it might be uploaded somewhere. I don't know.
I don't know. After that recommendation, I don't know. What the?
I mean, what I know, I like the Halloween remake, so you can't go by me. I don't know, hey, you know, whatever you want to do. If you want to give it, you see clips of it somewhere, maybe, or you want to find a rapid share, or maybe somebody down there seen it. They could. Maybe they remember more about it. What I know is I seen it, and I was like, that's all I can say. You know. Now we got The Town That Dreaded Sundown. That movie sounds like a Western. I don't know why. It just doesn't.
I've actually seen this film
a
long time ago. And I know it's based on something that happened in the 40s in Texas.
Okay.
And there was a murder spree with this guy who, you know, as you can see, has pretty much the same look that Jason had later on in Friday the 13th Part 2.
Yeah, with the sheet, with the burlesque sack, I guess, off the hip.
And I know that the one creepy thing was these murders, it was never solved. They never caught the guy.
Mm-hmm.
And I forget how many people, like 5 or 6 people they killed. It's filmed much less like a slasher film. It's more like a I'm not sure if I want to say documentary, but more of a straightforward. How do I put it? It's not like a exploitation flick. It's not a lot of gore. I don't remember a lot of nudity or gore. It seems like a more straightforward
crime drama.
Trying to go for more of the investigation, more of like a realistic approach, but not like Henry Portrait serial killer. It's nowhere near that disturbing or anything.
Oh, okay. So I guess it's something like Seven, pretty much. Like, the whole thing with Brad Pitt and Morgan Freeman, kind of like two detectives maybe, or somebody in authorities investigating.
Not that good, but yeah, kind of that sort of, there's a voiceover that talks about the facts of what's going on, and a little bit kind of like what Zodiac was.
I gotta see Zodiac again. I haven't. To tell you the truth, I don't think I've seen it the first time. I know a lot of David Fincher fans, they hate that movie with a passion because it's not dark enough, it's not atmosphere, that's the.
But I don't know. I know it's not on DVD. It's one of those films a lot of people want. The Timely Dread Sundown on DVD. I don't know. It's been so long since I've seen it. I run it on videotape back when I was living in Texas. I'm like, oh shit, this happened in Texas. But it was kind of interesting. So, Timely Dread Sundown, I think you could give it at least one watch. I don't think it's something I'd buy because it's a little bit slow paced. But it was definitely, trying to go more for a serious, not really a cartoony movie. So.
Alright, sounds interesting. Okay, if anybody knows about that movie out there as well, please feel free to leave feedback down there, whatever. Now, the next one, I think it had a lot of titles, but the title on the little poster there looks familiar, though. It says Lisa Acts, and then there's another title of it, which I remember seeing on videotape called California Massacre. And I remember I did see this movie, and I know Mike, I think, had the trailer uploaded, I think, at one point.
Well, you've actually seen this one.
I seen this one, yeah. This one I remember. And I don't hate the film. Okay, I remember it being about these three guys, really, right? They're on I don't know. They're I guess they're somewhere criminals or what? Of course, they're criminals, right?
Yeah, they're from the law, right? They
run from the law. Yeah, exactly. They're running from the law, and they do stupid things. Like I think one of the guys actually attacks a pregnant woman to get to the car. Or whatever, and kills the woman for no reason. They have three guys like you see in these type of films before. There's always one guy damn, we didn't have to do that. But he does very little to stop anything, So then they go off to somewhere in the country, and which we meet a character I think named Lisa. She lives alone there by herself. Very strange girl for some reason. I mean, she could kill a chicken without blinking. She's not nothing disturbs her for some reason. I mean, she kills with the little animals to survive. Like farming or whatever. So they end up over there, and they see she's by herself there, and she gives them hospitality. She's like, all right, here's some food or whatever. And there's a room to rent, so I guess she rents a room to them and stuff. And one of the guys decided to do something real stupid, but you know what's coming pretty much. Tries to rape her, and she gets her hands on a knife, and she castrates the guy. But we don't see it. It's more in back shots, which thank God. I don't want to see no full-blown castration. Fuck that. Even though the motherfucker deserves it.
Too?
Yeah, like a Hostel 2. I think this is, fuck that shit. So then, she ends up dragging the guy to the bathtub, taking a hatchet, which gets the title Axe, and just wails on the guy, and cuts his body to pieces.
Nice.
And puts him in a trunk and stuff. But it's a pretty good movie. I mean, I don't know if it qualifies really as slasher because it's not really of a body count, but it's more a little bit of a revenge movie, but it's not like, how can I say this? It's not like that fucking movie which I still hate to this day called Spit on the Grave. I hate that fucking movie because
Spit on Your Grave.
Yeah, that one. I hate that fucking movie.
It's not as
it's not graphic. Yeah, it's not in that zone because it's just that one scene, and I guess he doesn't get a chance to do anything because she gets the knife quickly and fucks him up, then that sets her off right there, and the other two guys start looking for that guy. They can't find him. She keeps it quiet. She cleans up the blood or whatever. She cleans up her scene of the crime pretty good. And then the other guy tries to get wind of it. They're having a struggle, and he gets fucked up with an axe. We don't see he dies off camera and stuff. Then the normal guy at the group, the one who has no brain to say, I shouldn't hang out with these guys. These guys are dangerous, but still hangs out with them. Realizes that she's fucked up. Runs from the house, I think with a weapon or something, scared for his life. The police show up, they shoot him. So, which is not a bad ending because the guy was an asshole for hanging out with them, so fuck him. You know, and then, I guess she pretty much put the blame on that guy that he did the killing, and that's the movie. And I know I gave it away, which serves you guys right. You should have seen the movie first, but it's a good film. I recommend
that
it.
Might be a movie that I think a lot of these movies are going to be people. It's going to be hard to find, like Axe.
I mean, it has different titles. I know that when I seen it, it was called California Massacre. But I know when I seen the trailer, Mike uploaded it's the same movie. I'm like, all right, wait a minute. And I think the character Lisa belongs up there with Brenda from Savage Streets and Angel from the prostitute movie, not Angel from fucking Josh Whedon movie, The Boreanaz. But you know, the women that kick ass, even though she's not kicking ass on purpose, but you know, the situation approached it, she kicked some ass. I mean, she fucked them up badly. It's kind of like that.
Is that why you liked it?
Yeah, I mean, I like the movie like that. A woman, you know, running around. You know, okay, slasher elements to it, but you know, she's not running around killing nobody innocent. I mean, she's killing these two fucking guys that, you know, who are no fucking angel, revenge, you know, but in a slasher mode, you know, which I like, you know.
Okay. So
it's not bad. So if you give it a chance, give it a watch. If you can find it though, I mean, it might be on disc, maybe it's on VHS, or
I think it is on VHS, but I doubt it's DVD. But
yeah. But it's a solid film. It's kind of like that movie you talked about. You know, the one that you had the song clip uploaded one time, but you can't find that song, Matt. The one that Joe Bob did the commentary for.
Oh, Hell High.
I guess it's in that edge maybe because I haven't seen Hell High. I want to see it with the whole thing. You know, with the teacher, I guess taking revenge on the people.
They're not really criminals, but. You know, there's high school teachers. I guess it's kind of the exploitation type of thing.
Yeah, the whole thing with her getting revenge, but using slasher methods to do it, you know, and stuff like that. I think that falls maybe in that same category, you know. But it's worth a watch. I mean, I like Axe, you know. If they ever had it on a DVD, which I doubt, I don't mind picking it up. I can see myself watching that, you know.
Okay then.
Now the Spit on the Grave, whatever the fucking movie is, that could go fuck it. Yeah, that could go fuck it. That could go fuck itself. Fuck that movie. Yeah, fuck it with a rubber dick. And Beyond. That's it.
So our next film we have here is Drive-In Massacre from '77.
Okay, never heard of this one.
I haven't seen this, but I've heard of this movie. I know you have some cops looking for a killer. I think it's in California. He's stalking a drive-in, and he kills people with a sword.
Really?
Which I thought was really... That's why it stuck with me, because I heard about it, wow, he kills people with a sword in a drive-in. That's kind of strange.
Wow.
You know? Out of all the weapons, like a sword, I don't know, it's just weird, don't you think?
Yeah, I mean, it sounds interesting, killing somebody with a sword in a slasher film. I mean, you know... So it is way before, you know, Jason came out with his, you know, machete, even though the machete is just really the weapon everybody remembers Jason for, but he used other stuff too, you know, like his bare hands and shit.
Yeah, I haven't seen it though, and if anyone has seen Drive-In Massacre, go right ahead and leave us a note or whatever, a comment.
Yeah, comments, please. Yeah, any feedback, you know.
But of course, the
next one is the one that everybody knows, pretty much, you know, and you know, helped put another director on the map, even though he was already on the map with Assault on Precinct 13, but this one really welcomed him into the horror ranks, and that is, of course, Halloween.
Which I know you have one or two people out there talking about, well, Black Christmas was before this, and did this, and this. Well, honestly... I barely remember Black Christmas, as you can fucking tell. I do remember Halloween, though.
Of course.
This, to me, everybody's seen it, so everybody knows the plot.
Of course, everyone knows Halloween, yes.
Jamie Lee Curtis, her performance, teenager that you gave a shit about.
Yeah, the whole character,
Not some whiny bitch like Scott Taylor straight out of Compton.
Yeah.
Donald Pleasance.
Yeah, he actually made Dr. Loomis his own, in my humble opinion. I mean, nobody could touch Dr. Loomis. I mean, that's the only thing I have a problem with the remake is that Malcolm McDowell as Dr. Loomis to me just didn't work, I mean, and stuff like that.
He was more of an asshole. I didn't care about him.
Exactly.
I know that Loomis character got obsessed, but I always liked Donald Pleasance. But this... And actually, I remember hearing that Christopher Lee and Peter Cushing were up for that role.
Mm.
And Christopher Lee passed it, and he said that was the biggest mistake he ever made in his career, which is strange considering he's done films like The Howling 2.
Yeah. And I think back in the 70s, Christopher Lee was more known for playing Dracula and stuff like that. Back in the early 70s, I think.
Yeah.
So I guess maybe he was like, another horror movie, I'm not going to do horror. And then wondering why he did Howling 2. I mean,
I haven't seen Howling 2, so I don't know, but...
Well, Howling 2, I don't know. Howling 2, I could say that, I'll probably get a lot of flack for it, but I grew up with it, that in the first movie. I say, well, it's kind of bad that it's good, in my opinion. That's why I look at Howling 2.
Is that the one, Your Sister is a Werewolf?
Yeah. Rip Brown. Okay. Rip Brown is in it. I'd rather see, Rip Brown kicking werewolf ass. At least you got him doing that, compared to those movies that he did. What was it? The one with, when you showed me the Predator ripoff?
Oh, like Robo War?
Yeah, that one. Yeah, with him, running around.
Yeah, with Bruno Mattei.
Bruno Mattei, that's right, yeah. Those Bruno
Mattei.
Yeah, and stuff like that. Those movies are just hilarious. If anyone's seen those Bruno Mattei movies and stuff.
Like Terminator 2 he made.
Terminator 2, which is a ripoff of Aliens. A complete ripoff of Aliens. Complete ripoff. I don't know if the characters got the same fucking name, but I know it's a complete ripoff.
Well, you do have a woman, you have a little girl, much like Newt. And
yeah. I wonder if you got somebody saying, come on, you're gonna get it with you too. Well, then, fuck you, man. Got a Hudson in there or whatever, maybe.
Shit.
Yeah, so.
But yeah, at the Halloween, what more can we say? It's
classic. Classic. I gotta get my hands on the 25th anniversary DVD and stuff. See if I can find that one. I have the TV extended cut, which is not really, it doesn't do much to the movie, but, I'll settle for that for now until I get the 25th anniversary DVD. I know you two were telling me on the 25th anniversary, it has a lot of cool features on there,
Yeah, it does. Of course, commentary, but yeah, a lot of good special features behind the scenes. And on a film that works because it's simple and yet extremely effective.
Yeah.
The music, the acting, the atmosphere. That was another film you didn't see a lot of blood in it either.
Yeah.
And it's weird. It also proves that not everybody loves a classic, because I remember guys that did an interview with Tom Savini, and he's not a fan of Halloween.
Oh, Tom Savini? I think I heard that in an interview a while back as well. He
doesn't like the film at all. He didn't like the fact that the guy hung when he stabbed that guy and he hung on the knife.
Yeah.
On the door. He said, well, that's stupid. That's unrealistic. And at the beginning, the point of view shot, he was saying something like, well, it looks like the camera's at an adult's height, but really it's a kid. And I'm like, what the fuck? I know people have their opinion. Hell, I like shit. I just thought it was interesting.
Yeah,
Not bad-mouthing guy. He can hate Halloween.
Yeah, of course. Tom Savini has his right to do it.
I just found it interesting. It's a cool segue to everybody has their what do you call it? Their tastes.
Yeah, their highs and lows. When it comes to movies. Let's look at us. You hate with a passion the Halloween remake, but you gave it a shot, so nobody could tell you, but you never gave it a shot. At least you gave it a shot, you sat through it. So you have a right to hate it. That's okay, Exactly. I enjoy the remake, but like I've said before in the past, when I've talked about the 78 movie and about the remake, yeah, I like it as a different movie, but one thing that's funny about it is that I like the theatric cut. I hate the unrated Rob Zombie version. The one that was all over the internet? I hate that version.
Is that the one where Michael Myers lets Laurie go?
Yeah, with that stupid ending, let Laurie go, and that whole thing with the girl getting raped in front of him, and him walking out of Smith's... Yeah, when him walking out of Smith's Grove, not too much of a body count. Now, in the theatrical, I did like the idea that they had the Devil's Rejects cast members there, because that kind of went to show you that Michael is going to fuck up even the newest killers, you know? But I can understand. I mean, some people would like the shape. I mean, they were trying to go with something different. Maybe that's one of the reasons I liked it. I liked the idea, okay, they made him into a regular killer, pretty much. Because there was really nothing more they could do with the shape. Because the sequels pretty much were trying to do John Carpenter's movie. But, I mean, I can understand. I mean, I'm not mad about it. People don't like it. It's cool, you know. But I have that in my collection. Now, the sequel... I felt you didn't need a sequel because, I mean, the sequel for the remake, Rob Zombie's version, you didn't need a sequel because the way it ended, I was not mad about it. I felt that was full circle. Okay, he did not kill his sister. He took her back. He could have killed his sister. He had an opportunity to do it because she didn't give that much of a fight compared to Jamie Lee Curtis in the original, granted. But, you know, I guess he wanted to die, and who to kill him but his sister. I mean, that's my opinion about it. I know Halloween's a very touchy subject, so I'm expecting to see a lot of, you know, stuff down there about that. Or, God, I hope no video responses. You guys are great! I don't want to hear that shit. Fuck that. You know, but that's my opinion about it. I mean, I don't think you needed a sequel. You know, I mean, it's like H2O. She chopped his head off. The end of the fucking movie. End of the franchise. That's it. None of this bullshit that Michael Myers grabbed somebody and changed clothes. And
I agree to that.
You know, none of this bullshit. You know, that's it. Once the head chopped up, movies are finished. That's why I only have this movie. It's 78 version, part 2, which is a little more fun because you have blood added to it. That's one thing about the original Halloween, if you think about it. There's really no blood in there, despite the sister getting killed in the beginning of the movie, right?
Yeah.
But it still works, though. I mean, that's better than the Prom Night remake, of course. You know. Then the sequel, they upped the ante a little bit because already Friday the 13th was out and the other movies were out. So that's why the sequel. H2O, Kevin Williamson's writing, even though in the original, Jamie Lee Curtis wanted John Carpenter to come back and direct it, but I guess he was already done with Halloween after the second movie, after he wrote the second one and stuff. And he wanted to do vampires with James Woods. And they got Steve Miner. You know, well, he directed, I think, 2 Friday the 13th films, I understand.
Part 2 and part 3.
Yeah, and he did
House and Lake Placid.
House is a favorite of mine. Lake Placid I could never get into. I don't know why. I tried to. I don't know. I just couldn't get it.
Day of the Dead remake.
Day of the Dead remake. Vegetarian zombies!
There's that.
Yeah. Well, the way you say it, the vegan zombie.
Vegan zombies.
Vegan zombies. But the best one is when you put your mouth close to the camera. Vegetarian zombies! That's the best one. But anyway, going back to that, I mean, that's what I liked about a little bit about the remake. I liked the idea that he was this big motherfucker that, you know, will rip your asshole out. I know it's Jason, like, maybe that's why, because I'm more of a Jason man than a Michael Myers, you know, man. But still, that's my reasons for liking it. And you know, and Halloween, I mean, it's awesome film and stuff like that.
The original was a classic.
Of course, it's a classic, you know. I mean, you know, is it immaculate? Perfect? Well, maybe for at the time, you know, because John Carpenter mentions a lot about Alfred Hitchcock. You know, whenever he talks about Halloween, he always mentions Alfred Hitchcock. I guess maybe that was one of the influences because he said he
Psycho.
Psycho, so maybe that's why. But I think Halloween, to me, it's a lot more better, you know.
I agree. I like it. I didn't watch Halloween a lot.
Of course, and you got PJ Souls, you know,
tits,
micro titties, but still good titties, you know, not bad, you know.
I think her boyfriend at the time was Dennis Quaid, and they were thinking of giving him a role, but he was doing something else.
I think he was doing maybe Breaking Away or something, one of those coming to age movie. I think with Dennis Christopher and the very young Jackie Earle Haley.
It might have been.
Yeah, maybe that's why, that came out around that same time, 1978 or whatever.
Yeah, and of course the score in Halloween is
John Carpenter.
Yeah, classic.
Yeah, of course.
I always like that story that he played the film for people without the score, and they didn't get it. They didn't like it at all.
Then when the score came in there, it really helped the movie. And I like that the score does tell the story a little bit, especially when that scene with Dr. Loomis is at Michael Myers' house and he's talking to, I guess, the sheriff or whatever.
Oh, he's talking about his eyes.
Yeah, the eyes and everything. He had that score playing in the background there and everything
Darkest of Eyes.
Darkest of Eyes.
The Devil's Eyes.
Yeah, amazing.
I looked, it's like I looked at him and saw no fuck, I forgot the.
No life, no emotion. He never cried. He never did this. Something like that, he says.
I spent so many years, trying to help him, and spend even more years trying to keep him locked up.
Yeah, but that's what I like about scenes like that in that movie. That Donald Pleasence, I mean, when he talked or when he did Dr. Loomis,
He sold it.
Malcolm McDowell, that's one of the mistakes, one of the problems I have with the remake. I didn't believe him because he just came out like an asshole at times.
You can't sell shit out of a shoebox.
Maybe that's what it is. You can't sell the shit, and stuff like that.
I don't know why this shit would be in a shoebox, but I just
exactly. You can't make gold out of shit. Maybe that makes more sense. I guess we go to the next one. I guess, right? Yeah, that's
with shit.